Hello and welcome. Let's continue our discussion on finding the domain and range of trigonometric functions in this video as well. So we have a function f of x. F of x is equal to 1 by 1 minus 2 cos x. We need to find the range of this function. So let's start with cos x because we have cos x here. So we know the range of cos x. The cos x oscillates between minus 1 to plus 1. The minimum value is minus 1 and the maximum value is plus 1. So I need 2 cos x, so I'll multiply by 2 to this equation. I'll get minus 2 less than or equal to 2 cos x less than or equal to 2. Next I need minus 2 cos x, so I'll multiply by minus 1. So if I multiply by minus 1, the sign of these values changes. So this becomes 2, this becomes minus 2 cos x, and this becomes minus 2, and the equality sign also changes to like this. Now I can flip this value here and this value here. So this becomes minus 2 less than or equal to minus 2 cos x less than or equal to 2. Now I need 1 minus 2 cos x. So let me add 1 to the equation. If I add 1 to the equation, I'll get 1 minus 2 less than or equal to 1 minus 2 cos x less than or equal to 1 plus 2. So the range of 1 minus 2 cos x is minus 1 to 3. So this is an important point. This is an important point where we need to be careful. So for 1 minus 2 cos x, the range is minus 1 to 3. You can verify in the graph plotter also. So if I can write, I can put 1 minus 2 cos x here, minus 2 cos x. So you can see the, so the range is minus 1, the minimum value is minus 1, the maximum value is 3. Now the interesting thing is we need to take the reciprocal of this. What happens if I take the reciprocal? So you need to be very careful here. So what I do is I separately write this equality, like I'll separately write minus 1 less than or equal to 1 minus 2 cos x, and 1 minus 2 cos x is also less than or equal to 3. Now I take the reciprocal. So if I take the reciprocal, I'll get 1 by minus 1 here, and here I'll get 1 by 1 minus 2 cos x. And if I take the reciprocal, we know that the equality changes. So less than equal to changes to greater than or equal to. Here also I'll take the reciprocal. 1 by 1 minus 2 cos x is, this becomes 1 by 3. So this equality changes to greater than or equal to. So now this I can write minus 1 greater than or equal to 1 by 1 minus 2 cos x. And here I can write it as it is, 1 minus 2 cos x greater than or equal to 1 by 3. And I can exchange this. So if I write 1 by 1 minus 2 cos x, the function less than or equal to minus 1, and here the function 1 by 1 minus 2 cos x is greater than 1 by 3. So here I can write this as f of x. This function is f of x. F of x is less than or equal to minus 1, and f of x is also greater than or equal to 1 by 3. So how to comprehend this, how to understand this, and how to come to a conclusion. So to understand this, let's go to graph plotter. So I plot one more plot here, which is 1 over 1 minus 2 cos x, 1 minus 2 cos x. So you can see here, so it looks little complex, but it is easy if we go through properly. So if let's take this function 1 minus 2 cos x, the maximum value is 3. When you take the reciprocal of this, 3 becomes 1 by 3. 3 becomes 1 by 3. So at this point we can see here this curve is 1 by 3, 0.33. So this curve, which is our function, so here we have 1 by 3. So when you take the reciprocal of 3, it becomes 1 by 3. So the maximum value is 3 for, or let me write here. So for 1 minus 2 cos x, the minimum value is minus 1 and the maximum value is 3. If you take the reciprocal, 3 becomes 1 by 3. That's what happened here. And when you take the reciprocal of minus 1, it is minus 1 only. So minus 1 has this value minus 1 has become minus 1 only. Now what happens is this curve 1 minus 2 cos x, it crosses the x-axis. So at some value, at some points, this value 1 minus 2 cos x is 0. When you take the reciprocal of 0, this is 0, When you take the reciprocal of 0, this becomes 1 by 0, which is infinity. So when it is going down, so it goes to minus infinity. So from here, from minus 1, it goes to minus infinity. And at this point, from when we are going from right, so this becomes 0. This 0, this value is 0, and 1 by 0 is infinity. So it goes to positive infinity. So from here to it goes to positive infinity. Similarly, whenever it crosses 0, if you are coming from left side, it goes to minus infinity. If you are coming from right side, it is going to plus infinity. So what we can understand from here is, so f of x is less than minus 1 means, from minus infinity to minus 1, it can take any value. And it is greater than 1 by 3. So from 1 by 3 to infinity, it can take any value. But it cannot take any value between these two, minus 1 to 1 by 3. You can see here, if I remove this, you can see it does not take any value. Between this point and this point. Between 1 by 3 and minus 1, there are no values. In many textbooks, the answer they have given is minus 1 to 1 by 3, which is completely wrong. This is not the correct answer, and this is only the right answer. So here we can write the range is minus infinity to minus 1 and 1 by 3 to infinity. Both are included. We can solve a similar problem. To understand it better. So we have to find the range of 1 by 1 plus sin x. We'll start with sin x first. Sin x, the range of sin x we know is minus 1 to 1. Again, sin x oscillates between minus 1 and 1, and we want 1 plus sin x. So I'll add 1 to the equation, 1 plus 1 to the equation. I'll get 1 plus sin x here, and here also I'll get 1 plus 1. So here I'll get 0 less than or equal to 1 plus sin x and less than or equal to 2. So now we can see this is an important point before taking the reciprocal. So now we know that the range of 1 plus sin x is between 0 and 2. We can verify in the graph plotter. 1 plus sin x and 1 plus sin x ranges 1 plus sin x ranges. You can see here, the range is 0 to 2. the range is you can see here, the minimum value is 0 and the maximum value is 2. Now we have to take the reciprocal. To take the reciprocal, what I do is, before I take the reciprocal, I'll write it separately. So what I do is 0 less than or equal to 1 plus sin x, and 1 plus sin x is less than or equal to 2. Now I take the reciprocal. 1 by 0, 1 by 1 plus sin x, and the equality changes. So 1 by 0 is infinity. Infinity is greater than or equal to 1 by 1 plus sin x. So I can exchange this. I can write 1 by 1 plus sin x first here, less than or equal to infinity. This is f of x. This is my function itself. This is my function. So f of x is less than or equal to infinity from this. Next, from here, if I take reciprocal, I get 1 by 1 plus sin x, and this becomes 1 by 2, and the equality changes to greater than or equal to. Now this is f of x. F of x is also greater than half. So here we don't have any conflict because f of x takes value greater than half and less than infinity. So I can simply write the range of f of x is between 1 by 2 and infinity. It takes the value from half to infinity. It does not take any negative value. So I can clearly write here, it is clearly showing f of x is greater than half, then it is less than infinity. So it is between half and infinity. We can verify in the graph plotter as well. We have to take this 1 by 1 plus sin x. You can see here the minimum value is half, 0.5, and the maximum value is infinity. So the range of this function is 0 to infinity. Thanks for watching.